I will discuss the three topics that I choose. One is the transaction processing system. Transaction processing system is a set of information which processes the data transaction in database system that monitors transaction program. The system is very useful when something is sold over the internet because it allows for a time delay between when an item is being sold to when it is actually sold. Example for that is sporting event ticket. While the customer is filling out their information to purchase the seat ticket, the transaction processing system is holding the ticket so that another customer cannot also buy it. It allows for a ticket not to be sold to two different customers. Therefore, a transaction processing system is an infotech used to accumulate, store, modify, and retrieve data transactions. Transaction processing system present a unique response to user requirements. Although planning to choose the most appropriate method relies heavily on the quantity of data and the type of business. What I analyze in transaction processing system that it is the processing in which a system responds to user's command to carry out some operation to and from. The request or command is called transaction, and the system carrying it out is called transaction processing system. Transaction processing system are the system working at a low level of any organizational structure, being operated by data entry operators to collect and store data in which needed to be transported then to decisional level of organizations. But it is important to make sure nothing goes wrong at this level of handling data before it is transported to upper level to be manipulated and then making decision based on information provided. There is some support for proposition that transaction processing system should be able to be managed within each work group in the organization. Manage that is with respect to workstation in use of functionality available on those workstations. Exhibit very little model behavior and support a high degree of operator independence or asynchronity. The next one is decision support system. Decision support system gathers and analyzes data, synthesizing it to produce comprehensive information reports. As an informational application, a DSS differs from an ordinary operation application, whose function is just to collect data. It allows for more informed decision making, timely problem solving, and improved efficiency in dealing with issues or operations, planning, and even management. The DSS can be employed by operation management and others planning departments in an organization to compile information and data and thus synthesize it into actionable intelligence. In fact, these systems are primarily example a DSS may be used to project a company's revenue over the upcoming 6 months based on new assumptions about product sales but due to a large number of factors that surround projected revenue figures. A DSS can integrate all the multiply variables and generate an outcome and alternate outcomes, all based on the company's past product sales data and current variables. Conclusion. Decision support system. Therefore, decision support systems are a class of subsystem of the management information system which support analysis planners and manager in the decision-making process. Now, these are used all over the world by public, private, and government agencies to solve complex and data-intensive problems. What I analyze in decision support system is they provide context for the analysis. A history of DSS is presented which focus on the evolution of a number of subgroupings of research and practice. Personal DSS, group support system, negotiation support system, intelligent DSS, knowledge management based DSS, executive information system, or business intelligence, and data warehouse. To understand the state of DSS, research and empirical investigation of public DSS research is presented. This investigation is based on the detailed analysis of 1020 DSS articles published in 14 major journals from 1990 to 23. The analysis found that DSS publication has been falling steadily since its peak in 1994, and the current publication rate is at early 1990s level. Other findings include the personal DSS and group support system dominate research activity, and data warehousing is the less published type of DSS. The journal DSS is the major publishing outlet, as other journals dominate DSS publishing, and there is sito kanina bulol. So, as other journals dominate DSS publishing, and there is very low exposure of DSS in European journals. Around 2/3 of DSS research is empirical, a much higher proportion than general IS research. DSS empirical research is overwhelming positivist and is more dominated by positivism than IS research in general. Design science is a major DSS research category, the decision support focus on the sample show as well balanced mix of development, technology, process, and outcome studies. Almost half of DSS papers did not use judgment and decision making reference research in the design and analysis of their project, and most cited reference works are relatively old. A major omission in DSS scholarship is the poor identification of the clients and user of the various DSS applications that are the focus of investigations. The analysis of the professional or practical contribution of DSS research shows a field that is facing a crisis of relevance. Using the history and empirical study as a foundation, a number of strategies for improving this research are suggested. And the last one is the MIS, the Management Information System. Management Information System is a set of systems and procedures that gathers data from a range of sources, compile it, and present it in a readable format. An MIS can be developed to collect nearly any type of information managers require. They can view financial data such as daily revenues and expenses at a glance and attributes them to specific departments or groups. One of the most valuable features of a management information system is its ability to pull in internal and external data from a variety of sources and present it in an easy to analyze format. Example for that is report, a report view by a corporate manager for a restaurant chain may show revenue, expenses, labor, hours, and volume of each outlet, allowing him to see which store makes the most money per employee on the floor and which stores have higher expenses compared to revenue and volume, an indicator of ways of thief. Therefore, MIS are made for us speedy access to accumulate data and to help the manager achieve their goals. Management information system is so useful in the organization which it creates an impact on the organization performance, functions, and of course productivity. In an organization, manager has to take decisions and management information system is a good help to support them in making decisions by providing information at various stages of decision making. What I understand in MIS is that management information system is about the study of people, technology, organization, and the mutual relation between them. MIS analysis improve the flow of information within an organization through technology. They apply strong analytical skill, intuitive thinking, and digital expertise to carefully examine how people in an organization use data and technological tools. After performing the research, MIS analysis creates strategies for information to be shared in a more effective way. On a given day, they may recommend a simple change to an existing process or implement an entire hardware and software upgrade for a company. MIS analysis typically work full-time in office environment. That's all. Thank you.